Okay. New scarf. This exclusively. What the hell? All these garments right in the chair. That need to be sitting up, you know? Yeah. They need to be sitting up. Mm-hmm. Hi. Dun, 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 dun. Mm. Okay. What's good? I got in the scarf. What's good? I'm back. Lots of stuff to chat about. Lots to catch y'all up on. Why I feel like spring? It's not spring, but it feel like spring. They playing with us in the Midwest. They playing. Somebody had the joke. I was telling one of my clients this yesterday. Somebody had the joke that they caught the groundhog and they told him to quit playing, quit messing around with us. We finally getting some decent weather. I went to Dunkin' this morning. Why is this all rounded? What the heck? Okay, that might be a lot. The elevation, okay. But like I also needed to take a break off of my hands. I was trying to rest my hands. They were sore for like one day. But then I did like I was gonna buff for 2 days anyway. I think I what was it? We went live Thursday or something like that, if I recall. No. I think I had a demo Thursday. We went live like Friday and then I took Saturday, Sunday. And I knew I was gonna take Monday off because no school Monday. And then Tuesday, well Monday one of my clients reached out to have an appointment Tuesday. So Tuesday I unexpectedly took off because it's I'm gonna start doing morning sessions Tuesdays and Thursdays. So the live I'll probably be going live like 2 to 3 times a week, not instead of Monday through Friday. I'll have to update it and do that. That's a lot of art I gotta do. I make all of my advertisement, like the flyers, yoga and wine, Reiki teacher training. And then I do like there's a hood tank out there. And then I do like my stream schedule. I'll need to make like an updated thing for that. So then y'all all are aware that that's going to be ongoing for a little bit. But it'll be Mondays, Wednesdays, and potentially Fridays. I got to see. My Thursdays are going to be taken up. Yesterday was just boom, 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 boom. I don't know how to explain it. We had to give the car back to grandma. My family shares a car. Like we have our car, but our lifestyle sometimes needs two cars. You already know the situation with these fucking cars. So I was soccer mom, drop my husband off at work, everybody in the car, come back home, get ready for school, drop my son off at school. I went to go get Dunkin' right after school, and then I went to go see my client. I go see this one client at their house. I said, damn, like they were saying, yeah, we're gonna do like training because we were doing like yoga and stuff. We're gonna do training in the gym. I said, okay, I seen like a gym. What's good? I seen, apartments, they have gyms. No, this is like an anytime fitness. The people who live in the complex, they have like a membership to the thing. So that was kind of cool. Um, and they had like purple turf. So I was like, I had them training on the turf yesterday. That was fun. And it felt like it went really quick. I think I stopped home. I don't even remember, bro. It just seemed so fast. I don't remember if I stopped home and then it was already time for school pickup. Yeah, I stopped home. I tried to lay down for a minute, but it was a lot yesterday. So I don't know where my energy is going to be at. I might be able to do just like a quick check-in live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but they won't be at 8 because that's like when my appointment is. So I didn't mean to pack it this big. It's still going. It's still going. Goodness gracious. Wiz Khalifa's song. Going, going, going. That's for real. So, what's good? We are elevated. Make sure I don't ever have like bong lips. You know what I mean? Get like a rim around your lip, or like just dirt. So making sure we good. Ooh, that was a big hit. I did not mean to do that. We went on a walk, like a family walk for Valentine's Day, just in the neighborhood. Bro, there's so much fucking wildlife over here. There was, we always see turkeys. The turkeys live like behind somebody's house, bro. Wild turkeys. And it's at least three of them in a bunch at a time. Super elevation. Goodness. There's a song Carrie listens to. I'm finna touch God. Good, like, super elevation. I swear, we're gonna have to look up what type of cats may be in the Midwest. Type of wild cats. Cause I'm like, I'm about to call it a bobcat. You know? Um, it was bigger than a house cat. It's probably this old booger head. What is your name? Old N. You probably your name got a spell in it. Your name cursed. You know? We probably saw you in the woods. We saw like this fat cat, you know. I've never seen that before. I'm like, this don't look like no. See, that's why your comment got flagged. You the trans person, aren't you? Now you got to get put in a timeout. And if you're crazy enough, you can come back. See? Now your dumb ass has to just watch. They're in the Midwest. Bro, I saw one of those. So it had to be. It was a gray looking, like, bro. It was like some National Geographic shit. Like I've never seen a cat like that big and just minding his business. Like we were just on a walk. That was crazy. Anyway, I'm just high, just reminiscing about that. That was we saw turkeys and that, and I swear somebody else was talking about. Yeah, we just seen some deer on we crossed with some neighbors and they're like, yeah, we saw some deer. I've seen deer like there's like my neighbors have like a fence and I just seen them. They were behind the fence, bro. It was like three of them. I've seen turkeys in my driveway before, like around my car. Crazy. um I think Carrie was like he swore he saw like a coyote or something one time going to work, getting into the car or whatever. That was crazy, bro. But I wanted to say, listen, listen, like the weekend. Listen. I hope you know what I'm talking about. The Morning, that song by The Weeknd. He's like, listen, because I'm about to tell you something. I don't know where I heard this from. The type of research that I be doing and the research that be finding me. See, this is high elevation. This is super elevation because somewhere I was reading, I was looking at other ways to like, I'm an empath, so like I really be feeling a lot of people's energy. So, my client, they gave me this bracelet. I give energy to this bracelet too. And I have like crystals, but I want to actually be wearing crystals. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I want to look for like a nice gem with the wire wrap. So if you know somebody cold, I want to meet somebody in person. This is something I don't want shipped to me. I want to have the crystal call to me. Okay. So I want to get like a crystal necklace so I can always be wearing one. But the problem is if it's too long, like even this one's too long. This has like protective Reiki symbols on it and all of that. I've shown you this before, but you have to get attuned to these symbols. And I'm a Reiki master. I went through the whole Reiki teacher training. Yeah. But this is also like a protective jewelry piece that I'd be wearing myself. I want to get a crystal necklace. I might have to get like some type of choker, but that's not really the aesthetic I want. I like longer hanging jewelry. I don't want to hit my teeth on it because this has like clicked my teeth before. Even this is like long. So I need something, a necklace shorter than that. But I want to go. I know there's like a wellness expo coming up. I used to do this wellness expo. It's just the booth fee. It's just a lot, you know, like a couple hundred. My friend, they run it, and I'm like, they have another amulet. It's not crystals, but they have like another amulet necklace. And I've been looking at it, and I'm like, bro, I should just get this. I need to just get this. Now I got some money. Now I got some money. Need to get how I got the money. This is how crazy this is. Okay, listen. That's why I said, listen. We had a little high escapade, but on those walks, why I went a second time, I was reading. It was like if acorns, sage with acorns, because acorns banish negative energy and they invite positive energy and like good fortune or something like that. I had like, bro, this is what I mean about like manifestation and shit. The pine cones were a little wet because like the snow is melting over here, but like me and my son, we went on a walk and we found like two different types of pine cones. I can show you in the room. Good morning was good. We were in like a very deep conversation, very high conversation. So I went on a walk with my son and we found like these, acorns. I'll show you them. I still tried to sage them. I don't waste time, okay? I have like a torch. We have like lighters, but I have a torch. Thank you for the likes. And I tried to get it to smoke a little bit. It smelled good. It smelled like almost like campfire, but not campfire. Woodsy. It had a nice aroma to it. Ooh, not acorns, pine cones, pine cones, pine cones. Yes, please. Told you we are super elevated, but I'll show you them. So then you know what I'm talking about. They're not acorns, not acorns. I saged a little bit with that. Bro, I sent like my invoices. I'm like, when they get to it, they get to it, but when you book with me, um you usually pay like 2 weeks in advance to keep your renewal, and it also keeps your slot. You know what I mean? Because like what if somebody else reaches out and you don't tell me you don't plan on renewing? Then I'm like, if they tell me this time slot works, so it helps keep your time slot, so we can keep like a consistent schedule working together. So usually I'll send like my invoices out 2 weeks in advance, and I'm going to be adding my clients to my schedule. So then if you go to my website, um, that time slot won't be available if somebody was like just out looking for appointments with yoga. You know what I mean? People will go to like my website and be like, oh, this time slot's open, so it just keeps a consistency and it keeps your time slot, right? And then it hides it if somebody were to try to book from my website, and it prevents like double booking, right? Anyway, so I'm sending my invoices out, right? I sent them out like Thursday. I'm like, maybe if they get to it, they get to it, but like that would be really nice because I need a little extra income. So if they, I like it when my clients, they can pay in advance. That is very helpful for me, for my family, etc. Right? That came through like earlier this week. I had two invoices that came in like before March. Like we're just getting in the middle of February, but that's cool. I'm just grateful. Like I saged, and it's all about the intention that you set. Because I wasn't expecting that. One of them, because they already paid. Like they did something earlier. I'm like it was kind of close in increments or whatever. But I wasn't expecting it so soon. And then I had a client reach out to me that wanted to book some sessions. I'm like, so saging with pine cones, because like that was immediate. That was in like a day. That's crazy. That was in within like a day that happened. Because like that's really helpful. Um, I hate America. I have, bro. It's like I still have a balance of like 500 or something. My husband was switching jobs, and this is the whole thing that's like, wow, I'm going so hard. And so I'm like, please share my art. So I'm just trying to pay off this debt. My husband was transitioning jobs, and we had our son's like just checkup, like a regular doctor appointment, but it lapsed with insurance coverage. It's like $500. And now they're trying to do like a fucking payment plan. So I'm just trying to pay this shit off. Okay. And then none of the dentist appointments, like they cover up to a certain point. So I still have like that shit I'm trying to pay off. I'm like, we were so close to like just having normal bills. And like, so everything has just been so fucking expensive. And like, that's just me being personal right now. But like, I'm just grateful that like these invoices came through so it can alleviate something. And I really wasn't expecting it to happen so quick. But I really feel like how much I've been trying to just bless the home that I'm in, saging, taking care of the place. It's like those little tending things. That's like the manifestation of stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but like that was like the rabbit hole I was going down. Like these are little things that you can do. And so like if I'm not already doing it, I started doing it. Washing your hands when you get home because of the different energies of people you had to deal with, which actually, did I wash my hands? I think I'm gonna go. Oh no, I went to the bathroom, so I washed my hands. Um, Washing your hands when you enter, making sure you don't wear your shoes um throughout your house. Leave your shoes at the front door to leave that energy. It was there was one other one that was like, I'm trying to say. I started, and like also too, just wrapping my hair. That's why I've been wearing like hats like all the time. Hats, and then I feel like I'm gonna slowly transition to like just these scarves. I found another blue scarf. Yeah, we were getting deep. Why the fuck did I take the lighter? The lighter's in my hand. Oh, wearing protective jewelry. That's why I even was talking about that, and I'm thinking about getting like a crystal or something. I'm so mad. I'm like, when I get my money out, I'm finna go here because I'm back at a point. I'm slowly able to start transitioning my toiletries. So like I use, it's already been transitioned, but then like, stuff gets so expensive. I'm like, I ain't got it right now. So I gotta get the alternative. So like, I use like certain organic toothpaste and deodorants and things like that. There was this wellness shop and they're local. I said, when I get my money up, I'm finna go over here. I'm gonna get a, it's an, and it's time for me to get a new deodorant. And I said, oh, they got that. I think they have like hair care products and some skincare products. They have the, wait, that's always a good sign when the palm, um, yeah, I was like, I'm finna drop like probably 50, 60 up in here because I want to get a new deodorant. And then when I get my money, it was just funny this week when I finally get my money, bro. Speak of the devil. But I don't want to speak of the devil. Turkeys, three. I told you is at least three at a time in my neighbor's yard. There's four. You can't make this up, okay? No, that was kind of weird. You cannot make this up. We were just talking about my walk. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up, okay? No, rewind the clip. If you just joined here, rewind the damn clip. There are turkeys in my neighbor's backyard. What? We were just talking about that. Yep. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm in some type of positive, energetic flow, some type of alignment. Because that's too, like, that's creepy. That, not creepy, but that's a wow moment. Real time wow moment. This just happened on a live for like the first time. I've never had it happen like that. Okay, so there's things I need to show y'all though. So we got to get mic'd up. Crazy. Crazy. I paid for a market too. So I got 3 markets so far I'm doing this year. Oh, actually, I did one already. Turkeys are still in my neighbor's backyard. That is so crazy. Where should I put this? Zipper? Zipper? Probably. That's probably the best angle y'all are gonna get of of positioning. The sound quality is gonna be really good. Okay, you are upside down, but you get the point. We're gonna try to finish all 3 of these up. We got the under part of the mushroom is going to be the light tan, and then the tops are either going to be bright red with the little white dots or something like that, and then I'm going to do one with 2 dark reds because there's one with 2 mushrooms, and then this one's going to be the bright red one. This one's going to be a purple mushroom. So yeah, then I wanted to show y'all. Okay, this was a pretty cool trick. These are like earring backs. I think this makes my stickers stand out a lot, and I'm like really excited for any market I have coming up, or even just for these niggas walk right through the fence. My neighbor got the gate open, and the turkeys just walked through. That's crazy. I got this idea. I don't know if I saw it or if I just got like a fucking download. Like, so serious. I got the idea. Why don't you just use like you can't even see it. Use just like a little drop of hot glue and put this on the earring. I'm gonna hold it so y'all can see it. Put it on the earring back, and then just write like confidential goods. I think this looks really clean. This, I was really excited when I started making these. These are all my stickers. That one says smoke gas. This one's boot bad vibes. And there's little ghosties. These are all laminated, and I cut these all myself. So they're laminated, so they're
waterproof. Like, obviously, don't submerge it, but it can withstand a little bit. These are all hand drawn by me. If you haven't seen these are like my earlier things that I've made. This one I made to kind of look like a colored pencil. I don't know if it's gonna pick it up, but like there's like yellows and it looks sketched at the top. I try to make it's a digital drawing, but I use like a colored pencil kind of textured thing when I was drawing it. More mushrooms. I know people be asking me about mushrooms. These are stickers I've already made and have, but now we're going to be working on punch needle coasters. Look at this. Be kind. These are also cute. And the bitch one, but it's BICH. We have these as a button, but I think I need to brighten them up. I think that's all of them. Yeah, but these look really good now. I put them, I just used a hand is cramped. I just, because I'm holding the tripod. Look, my hand is red. Um, just a dab of hot glue. And I feel like that made them look really nice. And instead of just putting them on, just, I have like a little acrylic shelf. Instead of just putting it on there, um, now they can sit up and I can put them on my spinny rack, you know? All right, so make sure this is all the way up. Then y'all can see it. Reversed. Okay, so it's been about 4 days since I've punch needled. Hmm. Oh, I guess to finish my thought, if I didn't say that, or if it wasn't like obvious in the story, I was like, I'm finna get my money up and I'm finna get like some deodorant here. And then like the business, they made the announcement, we finna be closed for a week. Eh, they probably have to do like restocking. Like this is a small business, so I get it. But they doors ain't gonna be open. I'm like, I never been there. I was like, I wanted to go in there and check it out. And like it's going it started yesterday. I think they closed for a week, so whatever they have to do, take care of. So I'm like, I'm gonna go there like Thursday. I got the afternoon off, or well, like Friday. They said they was closed. So I'm like, damn. Okay. We are the scrap queens, okay? So this is like this tan. We just gonna see how long this tan goes. And I think I need to start a new roll of the tan, but we're gonna use my scraps up first. Yeah, for that. I don't think I have uh I don't think I have another tan. No, I already did the burn. Okay. I have to do this color. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of things came this week. I'm very grateful for that. And never speak about stuff until it manifests. So that is what I'm getting better at. Um, One thing too to think about, just protecting your energy was I'm chopped. I had the idea and I already lost it because I was gonna say so much more. Um, don't take pictures of your food. Take Post the picture after you've eaten the food because and then you post it on your story or whatever. However many eyes, what if somebody's trying to like poison your food or like put a spell on your food? I'm like, damn, there's a lot of like that type of magic practice. If you realize like for evil, if you've been paying attention to just the political climate and how things have been escalating. I'll keep it at that. But yeah, if you can use your powers for good in your favor, try that. And your kindness. I posted this on Facebook. Your kindness is your currency. How kind of a person you can be, and then that unexpected karma is expected. Like you already have to be grateful that the karma has come to you. Like there's good karma and there's bad karma, but like everything that comes to me, I believe, is for good, and that's what I've been trying to do for like any type of situation. But also like just the simple acts of being nice and saying hello to people and things like that. Um and then like the karma or whatever, like just the little glimmer that'll come to you and it'd be unexpected. You're like, oh, this was expected. But I'm already grateful for it. Like kind of having, you can think about it like that. I hope that makes sense. Being grateful for what is already yet to come. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to just gently like fill this in. I don't want to pack it too heavy. Mm, the turkeys are out gobbling. I hear something outside. Okay, also, y'all, here's another update. Where am I gonna put my scraps? Okay, update. I'm going to be consolidating my websites. So it just makes it easier. Everybody knows what Ashley's Crazy Yoga is. So I'm going to just keep using that website. Um, so I've been working with my friend on this project of making things a lot easier flowing for my business and making the upgrades, and he's a very like tech person that's been helping me on this, so of combining like yoga and crafts, and we're going to have like some really fun stuff coming out, some stuff I want to offer like virtually, and then things I want to offer in person. So like y'all need to come visit Wisconsin. I'm just saying, come visit Wisconsin because I want to have some fun retreats, um, yoga stuff, just community stuff, going on. So eventually I want to get to that point again of offering and having like, a space to do all of that in. So we got like a smaller office space, but we were just talking about like expanding and combining yoga and crafts. So slowly I'm going to be moving the inventory to Ashley's Crazy Yoga, confidential goods to Ashley's Crazy Yoga. So you can still shop confidential goods, I think, until tomorrow. And then I'm like, I'm not going to renew that, but I'll keep like the domain or whatever. Um, so if you search confidential goods, it'll direct you to my yoga website, but you will see that there will be a shop tab because also like I have like my own apparel for confidential goods, but then my studio has its own apparel. So kind of makes sense. Good morning. Um, that stuff will be categorized like that. So making Ashley's Crazy Yoga like a one-stop shop deal. You can look at yoga stuff and then you can find my art there as well. I caught a bot. Okay, what's good, Jonah? I caught a bot. I hate using so many different platforms to market, but the one thing that has helped me the most, if you are a small business and need to hear this, manageable, but you need to be on all of the platforms too. That's what has helped me. You need to be on all of the platforms, but have a manageable posting schedule. Manageable. Don't go on all of them and then you ghost one account or something like that. That's no, you got to get into like a manageable thing because then that is exposure and how people can find you. I've had now pretty much doing yoga for 10 years. I have had people find me on every single platform. Oh, I'm high. I'm like talking until I'm out of breath because there's so much important stuff I'm saying. Well, I feel it's important, but oh, I'm high and I'm getting tired. But you got to be on every platform for exposure, because you never know who looking. Catch my breath. Brief. Today I'm gonna post about a scarf. Not a scarf. A hat. I made a hat. I was taking a break off my hand, and then I decided to make a hat. That was crazy. I made this gray hat to go along with the scarf. So I'm going to be posting about this hat if you didn't see this. I think this is the first time me showing it. Wow, what? So remember I made the pom pom and now I made it to finish it. You can see it's double lined. I need to post about that on Instagram. I use it for pictures. Today's the 18th. We got one more week. I'm like, I wonder if I'll finish this in a week because then I want to do what I made in February. I want to post about these stickers, but I technically didn't make the stickers. I drew like the backings, but I technically didn't make the stickers. So I have like 3 projects though I've made so far for February. I want to be able to do that so then it's something I can look back on and be like, okay, we was cooking because I had like 17 things I made last month. What's up? I said what? Buzzed? What do you mean it buzzed? Oh, the microphone buzzed? I'm like, did it scrape something? I'm trying to watch my mic now. We are elevated, okay? We need to slow it down. At a, I hate like eyeballing stuff and be like, oh yeah, that won't take this long, but kind of feeling like it. But I said that was kind of a big bowl. Okay, we don't need that much. If it's telling me that, it must be too thick. I'm not gonna force any more because you know the yarn expands from the front. What's up? The pants are 5 things. My whole wardrobe, bro. I said, bro, I've been waiting for this. I'm ready for the market season, bro. I got 3 markets in the future. I already did one. Once I get my large rugs, I'm ready, bro. I'm finna be ready. When I get my money up, my wardrobe is gonna be this. Like I've already had like a few yoga pants that are like super flared ones that I've had for years, bro. But this patchy pattern, there's a website I found. It's gonna be the whole fit. Summertime, springtime, summertime gonna be a whole vibe. That's my wardrobe, not this. I'm not dressing for the winter. I'm not even gonna try to look cute in the winter. Summertime, I got the fits. I got the fits, bro. They got some cute skirts that are like this, bro. Y'all not gonna be ready. I said we gonna elevate the yoga wardrobe. Because most of the stuff I've had for like years, 10 years, bro. I just like a month or two ago, I patched up my like 10-year-old Lululemon leggings. They had like a hole in the crotch or something. And they are finally starting to pill or whatever. You know, the little what do you say? The little buzz balls that happen on your clothes. That's pilling. If the material is cheap, it'll pill quick. But I didn't notice that until about 7 years, probably. 7 years of having the pants, washing the pants. That's a pretty long time. So most of my yoga stuff is like 10 years old. We're still working on the bottom. I kind of want to see how this is going to look. Look at this. This is still the one string of scrap I have. Yeah, but I'm trying to elevate my yoga gear. Some more. I got a couple bodysuits now, bro. I'm not playing. I got some tube tops, bro. I found two tube tops. Not ready for the summer. Not ready. If you need to get ready, you need to come book with me. Y'all not ready. We not ready for the fits. The fits I'm trying to have, not ready. I already got two outfits. I have like some cute overalls. If you've seen those that are patchy, I just don't wear those. They're like a capri. They're really cute. Capri overalls, and they pat. Stop, stop. We're being ugly. I'm finna get me. I'm finna get me a cuff. Not ready. I'm finna get me one of them little bicep cuffs, gold. And bro, I'm finna get me a belly ring with the chain on it. Y'all not ready. I might even fuck around and get me the little chain ear. Not ready. Not ready for the fits. I'm being ugly though. The yoga fits, cause yeah, we finna be cute this summer. We finna be cute. Now I got somewhere to go. We finna be cute. We gonna be doing yoga at the beach. Yep. Gotta be cute. Yoga on the rooftop. Gotta be cute. We gonna have to be in front of the camera more. You know. We really close. Look at this. It's getting crazy. When then we got a whole new role. We'll start because I'll fill two more in. We'll see how far this one goes. We got a decent amount of them done. There's a store in person I can shop. I might have to go there too because that's where I got the pants. I went back, got the overalls. They had an overall dress. I don't get it. That's like my style. Like that boho shit. Not ready. They had one with the cute little flowy sleeves. Crop tops. What a shame. Mm. Okay, we're getting close. Cause I can't even see. Think it look all right. Now it's all in the chamber. I don't know how much is left. Oh, that was it. That was all of my yarn. This is crazy because there's still a few hat ideas I have, but it's 50 degrees outside. Okay, now we want to do that. Now I kind of look crazy because I want to take a picture of this hat I just made and post about it. Like I'm happy. I like warm weather, but I'm like, I still have some ideas I wanted to get through. Like I could still make them, obviously, but now it just kind of seemed like, what the heck? It's basically summer. The people are already outside with the short sleeves. I don't care if you're walking your dog, put a damn coat on. It's February in the Midwest, baby. Don't bring out the sandals. We don't need that right now. That's not a requirement because they will mess around and do that. Okay, they will mess around and do that over here. Oh, it's only this many degrees out. Let me get the bathing suit. Head ass. Yeah, I'm trying to be cute at the booth too. I be wearing these pants usually to my markets. These are my favorite pants because they got pockets up here and then they got like the side pockets. So I got 4 pockets. Oh, and a butt pocket. I got one butt pocket on my right side. Perfect for a market. Where did I put it? I know I got that thing on me. But these are just some good pants. I usually just wear these, but I'm like, see, bro, you could fuck around and get like 2 different pairs of these, and they would be different because the patches is not gonna be the same. They're not gonna be in the same echolocation. You understand? This is like small business or whatever. It's like all of these pants are made by a family in Nepal. So like, I be all of my yoga shit, it got a message. Half the time it really do be having a message. I got some elephant pants. When it get real nice out, I got them like linen, what you call it? Elephant paint. They're literally called elephant pants. And like when I brought the pants, it like donated to save the elephants, bro. All of my shit, it always be having me. All of my yoga shit, it be having some meaning to it. I'll be trying to support a cause. So these pants, we finna feed that family good good. I'm finna get me, bro. They had like now it's not the season, but the gloves they had on their website were way better quality than the fucking ones I had to get from Target. Like I was like, it's not you have to have a pair of gloves up here, okay? And I had some thin ones. They were like probably this thick, the thickness of like whatever these gloves are. And they were starting to kind of the knitting started to unravel on them. These hoes I've had for years. I'm like, okay, I need to get me some new pair of gloves. And whatever fuzz, I got these mittens. I usually get the convertible mittens where like they can fold into a mitten and then your hands be free because I usually have to be using my fingers for something. I paid like $30. Bro, I went to the Nepal website where they got all of this stuff. 15, maybe 20 for the gloves. And now I hear the birds outside chirping. I'm like, I wish I knew about this like at the start of winter, bro. With cash out. They have these the cutest leg warmers. They got ones that got little mushrooms on them too. See the whole aesthetic. Y'all not ready. By the time the fits finna be crazy. Winter for me is about being warm. I don't care about looking cute. Half the winter, I was wearing double layers. Now I got just some long socks on. That's it. I like the summertime, springtime, even the fall time before it get crazy. Yeah, I like those 3 seasons. Yeah. I had to just start texting Carrie. There's this blue skirt. It was two-tone blues. I don't think I have it. It'd be, let's just say it was this blue right here and then this navy blue. It'd be a skirt that was just boom, 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 boom. You know, dark, light, dark, light. It was such a cute skirt, bro. Who is out there barking? Jesse? Is that you and him? Who doing all that barking? Well, they might hear the turkeys. All the dogs is barking. I don't know if you hear them. There's a debate in the the, the neighborhood Facebook group as somebody is going around throwing dog poop in other people's trash bins on the walk. So this neighbor got mad. He found some poop in his trash and he don't have a dog. So what would y'all do? He didn't have a dog. The trash come on Mondays. So now that poop is going to be sitting in his dumpster until next Monday. What would you do? Because he complained about it on in the neighborhood Facebook group. Who are you siding with? That that the dog walker he was just throwing his poop away because he didn't want to carry it to his house. I'm assuming, and not just leave the poop bag outside. Or are you siding with the neighbor's trash bin? Why did you throw dog poop in my trash bin and I don't have a dog? Who would you side with? Because it seemed like two people in the neighborhood are doing this, and they are both anonymous. No, one of them wasn't anonymous, but the guy who responded is probably the guy who's doing it. That's crazy. I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't want hot poop in my trash bin, especially in the summer. That's what I had commented. Imagine throwing hot boo boo in the dumpster in the summertime. Hot boo boo just festering. I think I hear the dog running. There's so much yarn on my desk. So the goal is we're going to try to utilize this up in the next week. And the best feeling is when I can put the yarn back up on the shelf. Then I know I'm done with it. And then that mentally like resets. Okay, we can make space, kind of rest it out, or there's space to start thinking of a new idea to do. You know, I had to decide what we having for lunch. Okay, I finished one of them. BTW. This one's gonna take a little bit. I'm sure it's already 9. Oh wait, it's only 8:56. Damn. Damn, Daniel, let's kick it up. See, I ain't know we was rocking like that. I like it like that. She working that. Mm, mm. Slow motion bummy. That might be all we can do. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. I will show you in a second though. We're doing like the bottom part of the mushroom. So I did an outline in a darker tan, and now I'm filling it in with a lighter tan. That's all we doing right now. I have 3 mushrooms, and then the rest is just color, so it's not gonna be that crazy. Or actually, yeah, I'm gonna just keep them like that. Oh, I see. Four ways. Four ways. We locked in. No. No. Don't play with me. No, 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 no. No. Mm, mm, mm. The yarn was trying to play with me, by the way. It's about time for me to make a trip to Hobby Lobby too. I never thought we would get to this day. I actually been on my shit though. And why I'm like, okay, I feel comfortable. We can make a trip to Hobby Lobby. I got my swatches, I believe. I started a new swatch list. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying not to mix my Big Twist and the I Love This brand yarns up. So I've been trying to keep them in different cubbies, but I think I accidentally put one in the wrong spot. They have different textures. They can look the same color, but when they're how they're twisted, it varies. Um, but I made a new swatch list so I can keep track of my current inventory. And then when I have to go out and buy yarn, I know the color and the name I'm looking for. And I tape and make I just use like some printer paper. I write the name of the yarn and the brand of the yarn, and then I take a little sample of it and I tape the little sample next to the name, and that's how I make my list. So if I need to bring it, I can bring it with me in person and I can compare textures to make sure it's the right yarn. I don't check the lot number and all that though. But after I finish this, oh, we have a commission too. Um, I'm going to be starting a Monstrea. What I really don't even be looking at the word. You know the plant I'm trying to say. That plant, I'm going to be doing that as a commission after this frame. But I know I'm going to need to buy some more green. I'm not going to do that one by hand. I'm going to use a machine to tuft. This whole frame is going to be by hand, but my next frame, I'm going to just tuft that plant. I don't want to punch needle. After I'm done with this, I'm sure I'm going to want to take a break from punch needling. I'll move to my son's frame. We're going to be making a frame, a bluey rug for him, probably in the next month. I'm going to say. I'm trying to get through these projects because then it's going to be the heat of market season. So I'm like, I didn't mean to put that in the microphone. But I'm trying to get as much prep done as I can before, you know, it's just selling. Then you ain't got shit. And then you're like, oh, I'm signed up. I don't want that to ever be the case. I'm signed up for a market and I don't have any inventory. Because I do everything by hand. If I did that, I'd have to just go in as stationary. I always think of like the worst case scenario, I suppose you could say. Um, okay, I was planning on bringing coasters, but I sold out of all of my coasters. Okay, that means I have time to prep a bunch of stationery stuff. So bookmarks, magnets, my buttons, and I would stickers. I would make more of those, and then I would need to like draw my booth up. So I always want to. That's why I make so many different things, but still try to stay within my design. I'm not reaching. I don't like when people. This is going to be a stark example. Like I have a boho brand. I selling pottery. Boho pottery, look at things with the little suns and moons on them and things like that. Like that's the specialty that you make. And then you got like American patriotic eagle stickers. It's kind of like a stark comparison. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to blend my brand confidential goods. My stationery art also looks like the art that I make with yarn, etc. For each different medium, but it still looks like it was made by me, you know? So I hope that makes sense. Like I have mushroom stickers, but I also am making mushroom coasters. Um, so yeah, just keeping it seamless and on brand from whatever medium you're using. That's what I'm trying to go for. But the brand recognition, if it was a worst case and all I had was stationary stuff, you would still be finding some fun stuff at my table. Okay, we gonna pray on that one. One more space, possibly. Okay, can't really see. These spaces are kind of small. That's why I wanted to punch needle them. This would have been too much. This would have been too much to try to do with a tufting gun. These small areas I'm doing, it only makes sense to do it by hand. Um, and then these three circles, y'all, think about this. These would have been three different hoops I would have had to stretch. Um, and I'm able to do all three of these. We're gonna have a nice little mouse pad collection of mushroom collection here. Um, so we have an Afro collection, and now we're gonna have a mushroom collection, and so on. So trying to make a lot of fun stuff like that, where you can buy multiple things if you have multiple areas you want to use it throughout your house or what have you. Um, but saving myself time because this would have been three different hoops I would have stretched. Doing this on a bigger frame, yeah. Give me a break. Hmm. Hey, 904. I want to get at least the bottoms done. I'm close. I got one more mushroom to do. And then I want to start on this one with the dark colors and then I can shelf my yarn. We're gonna have the cutest colors for my headbands. They're gonna be so fucking cute. And so that's why I'm really eager to try to get this done by March. Not ready. Okay? Not ready. The colorway. I had to write them down. I wanted to make sure I could remember them. They're gonna be cute. A little apprehensive about this one. I know this one blends well. This one has like a slightly different pattern. So we'll see. I have no idea how this looks from the front. You know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's all going to be a surprise when I decide we stop and I lift the frame up because I don't want to leave this spiky frame on the floor. Okay. Finish this one. We're almost there, y'all. Then I'll lift the camera up. We can take a break. We're gonna start this one. Right. This one should go pretty quick. Come on. I have 4 areas. 3 left. Try to fill in. And we just gonna pray, because you know you hearing all of this, you never know what it's gonna look like from the other side. Hopefully that looks filled in. We went to the Dollar Tree and I found they had some Eileen, whatever. That tacky glue, $1.25, bro. I just had to buy one just cause. It's a very small bottle, but I do prefer that one. I like that one over the heavy duty or whatever they call it, extra strong Elmer's. I prefer Aleen's over Elmer's for like future yarn paintings. I'm going to be doing some peonies next. Very excited about that one. But I need to get some projects. I need to get these frames out the way before I even start on that. Hold your comments. I'm joking. But I'm kind of in a flow. I want to finish. I have one last little strip and then I'm going to lift the frame so y'all can see. So I will check the comments in 1 second. Hope that looks good. All right, I'm done. I'm gonna pull this out. Can shelf this one. I should make this into a cake. I'm gonna put this on my table to remind me. Yes, we need a leg break. My legs are stiff. All right. Now we can start on the tops of the mushrooms. All of these colors are the tops of the mushroom. I'm gonna put my threader on top so I don't lose it. Let me throw these scraps away and I'm gonna lift it so y'all can see. So I was trying to, hold on, let me read the comments. Thank you. I was trying to do the inside part. We already had the dark brown traced. I did the inside part. I already did the stump. We literally were just doing this inside little pizza part on all of them. So that's what we did for this hour. These are going to be uh these 2 reds, big one, small one. This one's going to be red, that dark red. This one's going to be purple. All right, so let's see what it's going to look like from the other side. Hopefully it don't look crazy. I can't tell if anything's overlapping, but I feel like I got some cutting I need to do. That's okay. We're gonna have to do some cutting. I'm gonna have to do some cutting on them. But once we lay the top part of the mushroom, that might fill it in and push the yarn. But you know, like I can tell already, like this one is obvious, but then like there's like bigger loops that I want to cut down. You can't even tell this mushroom needs to be filled in. It's up here. So we're gonna fill those in. This looked a little funky, but we'll see how that looks when the thing is done. I'm gonna take a potty break. I'm gonna be right back. miss. Let me see. I put that like right there. All right. So it's 9:13. I want to do at least one mushroom. So that there'll be at least one mouse pad coaster will be completed. We're going to move this out. Ooh. This one's going to go quick though. All right. Everything can go back up. It's nice. It's lightweight equipment. It's literally like a pen. Dark one first. Darkwing Duck. These are the same reds I used for the Gara rug. A light red and a dark red that I'm going to be using for this one coaster. All of these are going to be different. You can already tell because the backgrounds are different. But now we're going to make the mushrooms all different. It's already February, y'all. This is crazy. Come on. We're going to try to speed round this one. Oh, it's tight. Oh. That looks nice up against the dark green. We got some nice shades. Big old truck passing over here. I don't know if you heard, bro. We'll do obviously a final reveal once I'm done. So the goal, okay, we have decided to make a goal. The goal is to finish this coaster by the end of this live. I think that's doable. We just finished the first littlest mushroom. And now we can shelf this yarn. We're going to move on to this light red. I'm not going to do a center pull. That one looks crazy. I'm going to do a slightly lighter red. Wait, let's get dragons. I can't read this. let's get dangerous. Oh, I can't. I saw that said dragons. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Okey dokey. Okey dokey. We're gonna where's my threader? And not lose the threader. Goal has been set. We're gonna fill this mushroom in. Shouldn't take that long though. We should get it done before 10. It's only 9:17. All right. Thread, please. Now I'm gonna have to listen to that after this live. Find the theme song. I'm concentrating because I'm tracing it. All right, now we're filling it in. A little bit easier, not so stressful. Just need to keep your lines clean. See, we're cruising. We're gonna finish. Hold on. We're gonna finish a mouse pad today. The birds chirping makes me so happy. I saw some geese too today. Decided to come back. Hold on. And bring it around again. No, trying to go in the same hole. That already's been punched, Mr. Yarn. Can't break. Whew. What's up? I can't read it from here. My legs. But it also gives me a leg break. Yes. I know it's Darkwing Ducks. I need to thank you for the likes, y'all. I'm gonna go listen to that afterwards, probably. I'll be singing that one like just randomly. I remember watching it at my parents' house. It would come on late. Even Gargoyles. That was kind of a fun show. That's getting a little tight. I'm on like my ankles here. It's almost filled in. Like I can't even trace it back. Maybe one more row. Oh, yeah. That might have to be it. Ooh, we don't want to force it. All right, let me show y'all what we got. We can shelf this one potentially. We'll see if it looks filled in. I think it both looks good. All right. 923. Look at that. Look at that, Jicky Jack. Oh, whoa, whoa. These little pieces keep falling out. Give me my hands a break. All right. That's what it looks like. Dark red, light red. That one looks really nice. This one's going to be the bright red and white over there. And that one's going to be purple, but just want to show y'all that. And now let's see what it looks like from the front. Okay, what we thinking? This needs to be snippety snip. It really didn't change much, but yeah. That one's going to be a bright red. Gonna have purple. Okity dokity. All right, flip this. Flip. Take it right there. All right. There's a doggy out there. All right. I wanted to use a Sharpie. I'm gonna just guess. Let's start with the white because we're gonna try. Oh, this is not a good angle for y'all. Let's do 2 white spots. Okay, that looks a little better. I don't want it to tilt crazy. Sorry. The blang blang was on the microphone. I'm gonna get like a decent amount um, of yarn out, and then we'll thread. If I got space, I was thinking putting some like smaller coasters. Maybe one here. I was gonna do skeletons here, and one at the top by the bread. I don't know though. I don't know, baby. I don't. We might have to modify that. No, whoa, 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 whoa. If I don't have any dots drawn, we're gonna make them up. Mm. Yeah, after I do these 2 dots, I'll be done with white. I might need white for the waffle, actually. We're gonna see. There were some highlights, so we did 1 circle. We gonna do another one. I was thinking like here. Put it right up on the border. Yeah, a little bit lower. Okay, we got the dots. Pretty much done with the white. I'm gonna actually put this one on the table. Okay, red. See how quick that went? Yeah, yeah. We got 2 colors left after this. Time is it? 20, whatever. 9, 8. Oh, see, you want to be on some BS. My wire's trying to come undone. Imperitable to not get stabbed by this. Oh, we still gotta glue this or something. I think this is my second threader kind of going through. I wouldn't have to go through them if they made a better one. And I'm like, how can I just make one? Cause low key, bro. Low key. I might have to do that. Been thinking about how I can do that. How to keep the wires in a better position rather than this little white strip. It's not doing it. It tries to pull out, and I've been stabbed by one of them. So we need there's like the tufting gun had a plastic base. It's just too short. It's too short for my needle. Because I would just use that one, but it don't fit. Doesn't go all the way up. So I gotta use this cheap one, but I'm like, they gotta be a better alternative. Here we go. We tracing a border. This is where I gotta focus. We gotta trace around the border and these circles. Oh, my leg. Okay. Let me scoot up. All right, we got one side of it traced. Now, uh, let's see how far this goes. Mhm. Mm, Uh, let's see. All right, basically have this part filled in too. Now we just, or we did the border. Now we're just gonna kind of fill it in. It's a very odd shape, so I have no idea how I should fill this in. Just kind of making it up, kind of retracing it. All right, we're kind of doing this bottom side. We're probably gonna get both these done before 10, 9:35. Yeah. For sure. And if we got all three done, it'd be crazy. We should take another break though after we finish this one. Stand up for a quick moment. Nice, something like that. Now the middle part. There's going to be a lot of plucking, I'm sure I'm going to have to do before we glue. Next month, the Girl Scout cookies come. I ordered some. I'm ready. Filling it in. If the bird's returning back, do that mean it's going to be warm again? Last week, we was wearing snow pants to school. All right, we did the red. You stand up, take a break. We're at 10 likes. Woo! We can retire this red. All of the colors can return. I wish with all my heart. It is. Put these back. We got rid of a lot of colors. Woohoo! We have just the purples left. You wanna see? I know you wanna see. See me. See we. We're gonna try to finish with this purple. That would be really player. Finish with this purple. Was good. All right. I'm gonna just show you the front so we can get to it. It's a red mushroom. There. This the red mushroom next to the dark red one. We're gonna do a purple one next. That's the collection. Zoom zam. Thank you, ma'am. Gonna put it over here because that's where I'm finna be working. Let's slide that over. Let's start with our dark purple. Then we're gonna move on to them headbands. Them headbands, I don't know why I feel like they look a little short. This is gonna be the same colorway. These two-tone purples is gonna be the same colorway as one of the headbands is gonna be. Well, it's literally just minus the super dark purple I used. If you know my pricing frame, the frame I have at my booth, picture frame, it has my pricing things in there. Most of the stuff is labeled, but some stuff can't be labeled. Like if it's a single mouse pad, I'm not gonna wrap it. If I sell like my car coasters, which come in a 2-pack, I wrap those and put them with a tag. But like these, just so people can know how much stuff is without a price on them. That frame is like these two purples I'm gonna be using, but um, a couple things are gonna have this colorway, which I'm excited about. And I've had this. I only brought one of these. This is like from Michael's years ago, and I've used it for so many projects. I know I used it for the hearts. I had some purple. I don't even remember. Did I use it for purple coasters? My very first coasters were purple. I used it on this picture frame. And I'm going to use it on some headbands and this mushroom right here. I kind of have to start like here. Uh, this one's kind of thick. This is like a thicker yarn, so I can feel it trying to tug a bit. All right, we did a tracing. Now we've got some lines just going up, which I'm going to kind of loosely do because I still need to be able to fill it in with the lighter purple. Two more lines. I'm going to just make up a line because this is, now that I see how thick this yarn is, yeah, we're going to be fight in a little bit. All right, we're done with dark purple though. You need to stay over there. We done with the dark purple. Now we just need it on the frame for the headband, but that's not till a little bit late. We're gonna get to that. So we're gonna put this back on the table. And check this out. This should be enough purple. I have like a small little ball of this purple. We're gonna thread this up. It's 9:44. I think we can finish before 10. I was gonna have this live go a little longer because I wanted to try to work a little longer, get more done on this frame. And now we have two things finished. We have two mouse pads. We're gonna try to get three in for 10. 15 minutes. I think we can do that. And I will feel accomplished. And that's the best thing, feeling accomplished. Then I got administrative work to do again. That is the balance. All right, here we go. We got to do an outline even here. But yes, just a reminder, tell your folks, I'm gonna see if I can buy the domain so that can just be cheap. I do have the domain, but people search it and then it directs them to the yoga page. That's what we're gonna transition to. Because I don't want to pay for two websites. And like Wix is starting to charge more and take away features that were previously offered. Yeah, we're gonna finish this up, and I think I'm gonna twirl up that tan yarn and just turn it into a cake because I know actually I need it for the waffles, so I can have that tan ready to go. Ready to go right now. All right, let's see. It's getting a little thick, so I'm gonna just kind of fill in some patches. Yeah, what the hell? What are you doing? I'm right on my ankle here. Ooh, I'm off of that. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. Trying to unravel on me. We almost done, chat. Then we for real finna call it quits. Almost done. My tippy toes. Mhm. And we still have a lot of purple left. There we go. Look how much purple we still had. We're going to use all of this for the headband. We have a light purple, dark purple headband. Let's put this threader up. I don't want to lose that. We are done for now, chat. Let me take my gloves off and stretch my hands. I didn't get to tell y'all. I don't remember. Carrie got me a rose. It's already kind of wilted. That's okay. But I got fresh flowers for Valentine's Day. That was nice. All right. We're cleaning up in here. We finished right at 9:50. Okay. Ta-da! All right. We're going to clean them up. And we got 3 mushroom coasters on the way. Up next, the headbands. So I took like a string and I measured, and they said like if you take a string, you put it around the top, from tip to tip, that should be how long it is. So that's how I traced these. But I don't know why I feel like they look short. They're not gonna cover it. It's about the middle, you know what I mean? So that's why I've been like kind of working on other things on the frame besides that. But I need to get these headbands done because I want to have a nice spring collection, bro. It's almost spring, bro. I don't even see no snow out here. It just the sun came and melted all the snow over here. If we get an early spring, that'd be kind of crazy, bro. That'd be crazy. But anyway, thank y'all for being here. That's what we got going on. Three things done on there. Woot woot. Tomorrow I'm not gonna go live. Let me spin this around. I got a client in the morning, and I could get home around 9, but that might be hard to do in the morning. But I'll go live Friday. So make sure y'all like and subscribe. Check out the other platforms if I post something there about craft updates, etc. You guys have an amazing day. I will see you probably Friday.